Muli nating tunghayan ang highlights ng Game 7 ng 1990 PBA All-Filipino Finals. Ito ay sa pangunguna ni Jojo Lastimosa at Alvin Patrimonio ng Purefoods Hotdog, kontra Arnie Tuadles at Abe King ng Presto Tivoli. Sa final game na ito ipinamalas muli ni Jojo Lastimosa at Arnie Tuadles ang kakayahan nila sa one-on-one play. Atin ding matutunghayang muli sa labanang ito ang pagtatapat ni Patrimonio at Abe King sa poste. Sino kaya ang magwawagi? Ang mga veterano ba o ang mga juniors? Ating alamin at panoorin.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is for all the marbles now. Definitely that working the ball around the perimeter. The blue shirt towers. Glenn Capasio positions himself for the 15-footer. And look at Alvin Patrimonio blocking the rebound right over the head of Abraham Columbus King. The shot will not count though. Alvin Patrimonio. Arnie Tuadles finally finds some shooting room.
Good screen there provided by Abe King. It was a short shot for Tuadles. Good drive there. Patrimonio a little bit late, but he comes in with a finger roll and misses it. Patrimonio with a good offensive rebound, Joe, and he's being called for the traveling violation.
Another nullified basket by the Hotdog. Abe King against Alvin Patrimonio. What else is new? Sol is preparing to provide help defense. 360 by Abe is no good. Tuadles with the offensive rebound and a great follow-up.
So a lot of mistakes.
The fast break won't happen. The Tivoli defense is quick to fall into place. Here's Alvin Patrimonio finding a wide open lane.
One of the few times that Abe King didn't come down in defense, he was still in the backcourt.
Valenciano.
Yes, Purefoods needs a substitution of players as Valenciano hit the second shot for the Hotdogs but couldn't really get his game going, no? And you'll expect, of course, that Babylonia will probably be coming out in a little while if he cannot come up with some good shots.
Jolas taking his first crack at the basket. Instant offense.
This guy has had experience, playing with
Counters the Purefoods in this series.
That's right, Joe.
Arnie Tuadles hopped in the hand by Cristobal.
Right, the gallery section is filled to the
game with balloons and confetti tonight.
Yes, obviously.
From Jolas.
Jolas coming up with a steal there. Patrimonio coming up with his jumper and his scores.
That was a bit farther out than usual for Alvin Patrimonio.
Foul, Howe. Technical foul, Howe.
Double black eye for Peter Howe. A personal foul plus a technical foul. And we're 10 seconds. The Hotdogs have their hottest foul shooter on the line right now.
The both of them for giving us this series.
Oh, indeed. This will linger in our memory long after the championship trophy has been handed out. 19-all is the count. We're 35 seconds into the second period, and we have a foul. The second personal by Glenn Capasio.
And talk about you, no?
That's why we put such important series. Manny Victorino worked it inside. Magnificent assist by Manny Victorino to Arnie Tuadles. Still lingering too in the three-point region. Now makes his move against the double team. Another magnificent assist to Arnie Tuadles. That's the second time around. Score on change at 30-21. Jolas will want to take matters into his own hands. The 13-footer.
Well, he's not the captain of that team for nothing. You know that when you're behind, you really need somebody.
55 points, which is even lower than the usual score of just one team in the first half.
That's right. Here's another good drive here by Lastimosa, who himself has been answering.
Right. You saw Allan Caidic, who has been reduced to a cheerleader for his ball club. Jolas, his aim was true. Tono. Shot clock down to 3 seconds. They made it just in time.
Again, Tuadles doing a lot of destruction there.
Oh, that's right. Well, one of these days, here comes Alvin Patrimonio.
Patrimonios.
Yes, Patrimonios.
43-34, June 9.
If they do it properly. Manny Victorino was able to launch it, but in vain. The good defense of Nelson, as I don't know, thwarted what could have been another 10-point lead for the Tivolis going into the halftime. 32 seconds gone by in the third period. Zaldiri Lubit setting up Arnie Tuadles for the medium jumper.
And Arnie Tuadles lost his man Capasio in
weeping and gnashing of teeth for the vanquished, and a lot of glorious exultation for the victors. Arnie Tuadles bangs it in.
Well, Baby Dalupas
allows it to press the cause in this playoffs.
Open shot here for Abe King, and he makes it. It's an open shot.
Now it's our turn. Tuadles goes to Willie Hinawalau. No home run. Tuadles keeps it alive, however. Freshness on the basketball for the Tivolis. Zaldiri Lubit going back to Willie Hinawalau. One more time. Exactly the same sequence of passes that finally resulted in a basket.
Again, showing more
Now
poise.
for Presto, working the ball to Abe King. They play the right side of the court for the chairman of the boards against Alvin. Yes,
And that's going to be a 3-point play here as Abe King comes up with a clenched fist.
Patrimonio.
10-point lead now being enjoyed by the Tivolis.
well, looks like the poise of the veterans in the Tivoli. Wasting no time, clearing the 10-second line to set up a half-court pattern for the Hot Dogs. Alvin Patrimonio against a triple team. There's the inevitable foul.
Foul King.
An easy 2 points, no?
Right. Incidentally, in the first half, quick mental arithmetic here gives us a grand total.
14 free throws were given the Tivolis, making 11 in the first half. The Purefoods Hotdogs were only given 5, making 4. And a good drive here by Arnie Tuadles.
Arnie play.
Yes, Victorina, very steady player. Allan Caidic on your screen. Very, very happy with the performance of his team. Experience. And that's the reason why he's a big factor here. And he's a good player.
No question about that. He's got all the smart of a guy who has been in and out of the world and then some. That drive by Arnie Tuadles will send him to the line.
And, you know, Nelson is not there. Baby faces.
Well, the guy who pulled some surprises in the Pure Foods rousing victory, despite the thick smoke of battle unfurling right on the hard court as Alvin Patrimonio goes all the way for a home run to chop down the Presto lead to an even dozen points, 63-51.
It's very fun coming into their own front court.
Alvin Patrimonio driving inside heavy traffic. He's now taking matters into his own hands. 69-55 third period. Home run. A failure by Abe King.
One of the few errors of
Foul
Abe in this
King.
ball game. That also
Penalty.
giving up his
It also works wonders on ordinary mortals like
this almost every day. So they have the benefit of
the
extra.
holler foul. How? Because it impugns the reputation of Dr. J. 73-59. We're 45 seconds into the fourth period.
There's a
Foul
foul by
Tuadles.
Tuadles on this quarter. Gunning for his 12th point.
73-62. Nelson Aceitono with an enormous pick for Joe Las. He still has the baseline.
Now it's suicidal on the part of the Hot Dogs. They are
In
going.
three-point country. Will try his luck from there. Nope. He goes to low pose, and Arnie Tuadles' drive is thwarted by another foul from Glenn Capaccio. The third conference will start on September 30, which will mean more to you, Dr. J. Anyway, Arnie Tuadles just sunk that for the guards.
That's right.
Arnie Tuadles weaving his one-on-one magic. Nope, it's going to be a foul.
It is Tuadles that's carrying the cudgels. I told my friends catch up, but can they do it? Can they alter the pace of the...
Abe inside. Missing again. Arnie Tuadles got hacked in the face by Alvin. Or was it Nelson? Well, Arnie Tuadles, certainly one of his most shining moments in an already checkered career. 28 points now for Arnold Barrier.
And they're putting on the pressure. There's Abe King.
Abraham goes to work and restores Presto's double digits advantage at 82-71. Huge franchise, and it looks like, well, the way the figures read right now, it might escape them again.
And there is Tuadles weaving his magic. They cannot stop
Foul
that play
Capaccio.
because the center or the weak side guys do not come up and help. You know, that's where Babylonia does not have the experience of a Jericho Tiniera to help out. He turns his back and allows
An awesome output, but more than that, I think it is the championship poise of his that has become a very contagious factor for the rest of the Tivolis on the
Tivolis up by 16 points, and they have possession of the ball and control of this ball game. Hot Dogs going for a last-ditch stand here in this last few minutes. There's Tuadles working one-on-one against anybody, and he has wreaked havoc on the whole of the defense of the Hot Dogs, bringing an 18-point lead now to the bench of the Tivolis. Going to Patrimonio now. Now they'll call a foul against Tuadles. Two free throws. As we see him go to the 15-foot line, making his first free throw.
17-point lead for Presto. Manicured down to 16 points. Anyway, them, did they have a premonition?
I don't know, Joe.
91-75. Joe Las is fouled in midair by Padim Israel.
Like a song, Joe.
Yes. You're absolutely right. Prayers, I believe you. 91-76. Make that 91-77.
Pressing defense. No?
Patrimonio leaning forward with grim determination. Got his bucket plus a foul. 95-82.
There are a lot of timeouts left here, and the coaches can use it to their advantage.
Well, they're using it right now, I believe.
Six foul.
No, it's just a signal that Arnie Tuadles has just fouled out. after coming through with probably the greatest performance of his life, especially a loss like this.
Patrimonio 17 points, 12-point lead. It's very
Point advantage for the Prestos.
He has done a lot of damage also in this ball game, and they're really lucky that he was able to play here, Joe. He had 10 points at the end of the first half, and he has right now, they have a 14-point lead and just one more point for being 100.
But look at the tenacity of their defense, trying to stop even three-point attempts. That last
Championships, no?
but they must be in the dozens, Dr. J.
Well, if you
Last
Last 2 minutes.
We're into the twilight zone. It might turn out to be anticlimactic. Nevertheless, it's still brought to you by Emperador Brandy. Enjoy it like a king. Okay. Probably it's time for us now to deliver not only a post-mortem on game number 7, but on the entire series as a whole.
Which is what I would do. I would like to thank all my players. And, ooh, somebody threw this. Ooh.
And the confetti is raining on the ultra floor, and the balloons are floating downward. 115 to 96.